Hey, welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode of Hashtag Simplicity. I'm your host, Rufin, and today I have my very good friend from high school, Jaden, who is a student at Prince George County Community College, and he's majoring in journalism, I believe.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
actually a transfer to Bowie State University.
Oh, all right. And that is where he'll be pursuing his bachelor,
Yeah,
correct? Yeah. And thank you, Jaden, for joining me today. Jaden has been so nice to give me his time and attention to discuss an important topic among youth today, Gen Z and millennials, which is fitness and health, wellness. So, Jaden, can you share your personal fitness journey with us? And what initially motivated you to pursue a healthy lifestyle, and what are some of the biggest challenges that you faced along the way?
so I would say my fitness journey started actually the beginning of high school technically.
Hmm.
Joined the track team, and that's really where I started like actually working out. But I
Yeah.
actually started working out by myself, like through my own will, like at home. In the pandemic, I had nothing to do. Um, I know I wanted to uh, maintain my fitness level throughout the pandemic for
Hmm.
track actually, and then
Hmm.
it kind of just evolved into its own hobby from there. And yeah, ever since the pandemic, I mostly do at home workouts. Sometimes I'll go to the gym and do some workouts there, but I like to focus on calisthenics, so less weights and more body weight,
Yeah.
push-ups, push-ups, stuff like that. So yeah,
Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing I did. I did, as you know, I played soccer back
right,
in high school, but the transitioning to college life was different because the schedule is different, you
yeah,
know, and there are also different things that matter most. So it's kind of like your priority changes. And for me, it was hard to keep that, habit of going to the gym or being fit because, I just got thrown into this new schedule. And so I lost my motivation, you know. But some people find their motivation in many ways. Some people find it in heartbreak. Some people find it in, the way their mental health just changes and shifts, you know. And as for me, it was a way to cope with my busy schedule. My busy schedule studying and everything was just to let it all out.
yeah,
For me, that was my motivation, you know. But we can't talk about fitness without talking about balanced nutrition.
yeah. That's
Having a
that's what
good,
a lot of people No, I was just gonna add that's what a lot of people forget.
yeah,
The nutrition
because
part.
I believe that nutrition is a cornerstone of good health, you know.
Yeah.
So, what are some of your guiding principles when it comes to maintaining a balanced diet?
Um, I like to focus on like keyword balanced. A lot of people when they think of because I feel like a lot of motivations for working out is probably losing weight.
Hmm.
Um, and a lot of people try to completely cut things out of their diet that are
Yeah,
actually pretty normal, like carbs. Actually, our brains run off of mostly carbs, so we do need our carbs, and it's just having a balance. It changes from person to person, but for me specifically, I try to just have a balance of vegetables, carbs, proteins, even sweets. Actually, there's nothing wrong with eating sweets, for me at least.
hmm,
You just need to have a balance, and because too much of any one thing is bad for you. So just have a balanced diet and eat full meals. It doesn't have to be 3 meals a day. If you're not hungry, don't eat. But if you
yeah.
are hungry, it's okay to eat. So have full nutritious meals, and get some sweet in every now and then, and definitely drink a lot of water.
But I was going to ask you the next question I was going to ask you was going to be, how do you ensure that you're getting the right nutrition in your daily meals? Because it's different for people that are picky. You
Yeah,
know, people that are picky get to have a hard time. I do have a hard time because there are some meals that I don't eat. Like, I know some meals that are important for our body. For example, like fish, seafood, and
yeah.
all that. For example, I don't eat that. So, what do you say is an alternative, or are there any alternative for people that are picky, like sugar and stuff like that? I don't like sugar stuff, because there's a limit to how much I like to consume my sugar. So do you think there's any alternative for people that are picky about what they eat when it comes to fitness?
Well, I first like to do a discretion. I'm not a nutritionist. It's just based off my experiences,
Yeah.
observations. But for picky eaters, I would first say if you're trying to eat healthier, don't force yourself to eat something you don't like.
Hmm.
I just got into eating sweet potatoes. For my entire life, I did not like eating sweet potatoes. They're really good for you, but they're just nasty to me. And I still think they're kind of nasty, but that's kind of changing now.
Yeah.
But um, yeah, just find there's foods out there that you're gonna like that are nutritious. And if you find that you just don't like anything that's nutritious and you just like fast food and you condition yourself to eat fast food and unhealthy things, then I would say that's where more discipline comes in. Like for example, I don't drink soda anymore and I don't drink juice. All I drink is like tea and pretty much water. But that it took it took discipline for me to start that. I didn't just decide one day I'm just gonna start drinking water. Yeah, it's a process. It is a slow process. So, yeah. So, and also find meals. So first of all, there's nutritious foods out there for everybody, and if there's not, then you have to practice more
I
discipline.
mean, we have Pinterest too. Pinterest got some good
Breakfast
suggestions.
is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I was about to go to next, is to find dishes that are either easy to make or that kind of match your taste.
Yeah.
And then make those dishes. Like for some people it's spaghetti, and then you probably put salad on the side with it. That's an easy meal that anybody can make, but also nutritious for you. It's going to like keep you filled up. So yeah, plan your meals, discipline, and then just figure out. It takes time to figure out what you like.
But then the key word that you said that I liked the most is discipline.
Yeah.
Right. Discipline. We're talking about mental health. We're talking about physical health. We're talking about health in general. Discipline. That's something that a lot of people struggle with. And we have a tendency of having an expectation that, if I start working out today and having my diets correct, that in 6 days I'll see the effort. And when we don't see it, we just let the bars down and, start slacking. You start going to the gym. If you're going to the gym 5 times a week, you start going 2 times, all that. You start skipping leg days. You start skipping this and this and that, And I just want to say discipline in the beginning, that's where you get to really, have to set that, because it gets challenging after like 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks, after a month, That's where, the discipline starts to come into effect. Was I disciplined enough, or am I disciplined enough to keep on going? Because sometimes we don't get to see the growth. It's usually other people that sees the growth in us and say, oh, you're getting big. Oh, you're getting, you are fit, So what do you say are the strategies to set the discipline line?
So for discipline, one way to kind of get into, first of all, like you said, you're not going to start working out consistently day one. Most people aren't. At least I know I didn't. Secondly, you have to take baby steps. It's not going to be, like you said, immediate change overnight. So one way of building discipline with that is to figure out why you're doing it and kind of enjoy doing it. At least for me, I enjoy working out. So I didn't really need to see results immediately. And just because you don't see results does not mean you're not feeling results or your body's not feeling it.
Yeah.
After you work out, you tired. Your muscles are aching. That's results. Just because it's not visible right now does not mean you're not getting anywhere. Now, if you do a workout and you feel the exact same when you started, then you're probably not getting nowhere. You're probably not getting results. But you're definitely, if you're feeling it after a workout, then something is happening in your body. So I would say follow those feelings, and kind of, if some way, and find the enjoyment in it. Like, even as long as I've been working out, I've been on and off with workouts here and there. I've had to change my workouts multiple times. Sometimes I feel unmotivated to work out, but at the end of the day, I still do it because, one, I know why I'm doing it, because honestly, it just makes me feel better. Like, even though it's hard, after I work out, my body just feels better.
Yeah.
So definitely finding something that you or finding enjoyment out of it, and don't see
Yeah.
it as a chore. See it as something that you enjoy, and it'll be easier to do it.
Yeah. Which you're leading me to my next question: workouts.
Yeah.
Effective workouts. For me, I also did change, my workout routine from time to time, depending on the need of my body. Like right now, my workout is not on, getting jacked. I'm sitting at a 145 pound right now. So my workout right now is to, focus on, my stamina, increasing my stamina for run and all that.
Yeah.
There are countless workout routines, you can find on Pinterest, YouTube, whatever it is, TikTok, but how do you determine which exercise are most effective for your fitness goals? And if you have some in mind, can you share some of them?
So actually, can you ask the question again? I just forgot
Yeah.
it.
Uh, like, how do you determine which exercise
Oh, okay. Okay.
are mostly effective, for your fitness goal? Because different people have different fitness goal. You said, if I remember what you said yours is
Calisthenics.
calisthenic. Yeah.
Calisthenics. Yeah.
So, like, how did you come about to determine, that what kind of workouts will be effective for you? And can you share a sample of workouts that you find particularly effective for yourself?
So how to find workouts? When I like to write out a workout routine. I didn't do that when I first started working out because it was super basic. You have to start with the basics first.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows push-ups is a good workout. Push-ups is a solid good workout. Jogging is a solid good workout. Crunches is not sit-ups. Crunches is a solid good workout. Pull-ups is a solid good workout. Squats is a solid good workout. Like that's why I'm trying to do more weightlifting now.
Yeah.
But I mostly still calisthenics because one, I work out at home and it's more affordable. And secondly, I started with calisthenics because those are the basic workouts. Push-ups, pull-ups, squats, jump squats, all those things. I would say start with the basics first. You're not going to go to the gym and be using all these technical machines on it. That's not what happens. So start with the basics. If you go every day and do a certain amount of push-ups, a certain amount of squats, and jog for a certain amount of time, I guarantee you're going to start seeing differences.
But I think also, sorry for cutting you off,
Not
but
yet.
I also think starting at home sets you, for a better path of success with your discipline.
Yeah.
If you're disciplined at home, one thing's for sure, you'll be disciplined also in the gym. Even though today's technology play a significant role in modern fitness, but starting at home is always good to set your your discipline to be able to set your so if you are to set your time routine, your schedule routine, if you're disciplined enough to spare some time at home working out, doing some push-ups, some sit-ups and all that, you're most likely to be able to be disciplined going to the gym.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just to put a parenthesis.
I agree with that. Because at home, that's again why I started work. Like I told you, I started working out at home during the pandemic. At that time, I was in 10th grade. I didn't have no money. I didn't have a job. I didn't have transportation. So my only option was the floor in my room. So with that, I just like you said, it just builds better discipline. And it's easier. In my opinion, it's easier. And some people do need to go to the gym for that added motivation. When you're in an environment where you're supposed to be doing something, you're more motivated to do it. That's why we go to the library to study. That's why we go like these different places, because you're in an environment that promotes that action. So it's not really bad if you need to go to the gym for motivation, but I think starting out at home is nothing wrong with that either. And you can get some pretty solid results, especially if you're just starting to work out. You can get some pretty solid results if you work out at home and just stick with those basic workouts and just build on that. So if I start with push-ups, like regular push-ups, I'll build on it. If those start getting easier, I either do more or I make another variation of push-ups, which is decline push-ups, incline push-ups, diamond push-ups, all those like just build on these. A lot of workouts are built on these basic things: squats, pull-ups, stuff like that. Push pull. jump, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. And but you see, I did that also. I tried to do that during the pandemic,
Yeah.
because my mind before was always, if it's not gym workout, it won't be as effective,
Yeah.
you know. And so with that, I had some challenges, some mental challenges on how to keep it going, you know, because obviously with the pandemic, everybody was at home. How can we make the most of our time at home? So for me, I try to do push-ups, all those things, but got lazy after that because mentally. So for me, I think mental health and physical health or physical fitness are closely linked. So how do you integrate mental wellness practices into your fitness routine?
Um, honestly,
How can you link them? Because I mean, unlike you, for me, I did quit. I'm not
yeah,
gonna say a lie and stay here, and say that I kept on pushing, no, no. At some points, it was like, okay, I'm seeing the same walls every single day. I'm on the same ground every single day, same place, same push-ups, same routines of workouts. It kind of got to my head like I want something new, but I don't know what it is, and to me it was like, okay, I'm just gonna, you know, give up, but I did not give up right there. It was slowly started
right.
giving up on, not making enough time, finding other activities and all that. So how do you incorporate, your mental health into your physical wellness?
Yeah, I said just to like enjoy. I didn't really struggle with that because I genuinely enjoyed doing it. Like it was a genuine hobby of mine.
Hmm.
Like I enjoyed like I ate the same meal every day back then. Like when I first started, I literally ate the
Yeah.
same meal every day. So, but I enjoyed it. Like I found my enjoyment. And you was talking about like looking at the same walls and stuff. Um, just find like switch up your workouts. Like eventually, I get bored of workouts too. Switch it
Yeah.
up, change the location.
Mm.
Um, maybe work out outside. I used to do that sometimes. I'll go out on my balcony and I'll do some workouts just to like get some better fresh air and stuff because it
Hmm.
can get kind of claustrophobic when you're inside. Uh, but yeah, that's I really can't speak too much on that because I really didn't struggle with it too much. But actually, now go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Talking about like mental health and fitness, I would say like going back to something else I said, focus on why you're doing it because you're not going to enjoy it if your why is for somebody to like you or to look like somebody else. You're not
Mm.
going to enjoy it at that point. You have to find a reason that is that is mentally healthy for you. If your reason is just because um you want to look like this specific person or you hate um something about yourself, then I don't think that's a healthy reason. I don't think a lot some people may argue this, but hate and negative feelings towards something is not a healthy motivation in my opinion. That's not a healthy motivation. You may not like how you look currently, but that doesn't mean you can't love yourself. Like you can still love yourself and want to change. Those two things can exist at the same time. You can't it's not healthy if you're like if you hate your body and that's why you go to the gym today because you hate how you look. Like just hate and all those negative emotions, it can only get you so far. So at the beginning, start with positive reasons, positive emotions. Yeah, I don't like how my body looks right now, but that doesn't mean I hate myself.
Mhm.
I'm treating myself better by going to the gym. I'm treating myself better by eating better. So do things out of it sounds corny, but do things out of love and not hate.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you, but also don't agree with you on that for many reasons, right? We're talking about working out. Working out, you can draw motivation from anything, from a
Yeah.
heartbreak, from how you look, from the way you want to appear to people, or maybe just self confidence and all that, And yes, I understand that you're saying, in a negative way, you can start in a negative way, but that can only get you so far. And an example of that, I would say myself, in a way, at some point, I did not like the fact that I looked too skinny. So I
Mhm.
started to hit the gym more often, you know. And after getting to, like my physique got to a place where I was like, wow, never thought I would get there.
Yeah.
And I lost that drive, like the hate that I had,
Yeah.
that I didn't look certain some type of way. But then when I got there, I didn't have that same motivation anymore. So now I had to look for another motivation, which is the part that I agree with you, that hate and disliking how you look can just get you so far. So there's gotta be like better motivation, or better sources of motivation that can help you keep on going, that can remind you, okay, you can't stay on your bed today. You have to go work out. You have to do this. You have to get your steps in,
Right.
which I agree with you on that. But we're talking about workout here, but we haven't really touched on resting or recovery, which is important. We have some workouts people, some gym people that are just maniac. They
Yeah.
work 7 times a day, work out
Yeah.
7 times a day, which is crazy, because rest and recovery are crucial components of any fitness regime or regimen. That's what I meant. So, how do you incorporate rest days and recovery techniques into your schedule?
Um, I'm still struggling with that, honestly. I've always struggled like with my sleep schedule and stuff,
Mm,
especially with school.
yeah,
Um, it's I've always struggled with that, but when I did succeed with it for a time, I just prioritized it and um, I prioritized it. Like a lot of times we see sleep as like, oh, it'll happen when it happens. But again,
yeah,
like working out, not just working out, just when you're doing anything, you think better when you have better sleep.
yeah,
And I when I was prioritizing sleep more, which I need to do now, but I prioritize like this time I'm going to bed. Like yeah, I just set a time to go to bed. And a lot of people say this, but I turn my phone off at a certain time um, before I went to bed, probably like 30 minutes before I went to bed, because that would keep me up as well. Um, it's a lot of things, honestly. I still don't have it completely figured out, but I would just say prioritize it and don't see it as something that will just happen when it happens. Like you schedule anything, make a time for when you're going to sleep and where you're going to wake up. And that'll help you. Because when I do get good sleep, I recover way better from workouts. No matter what I eat in the day, no matter how good my workout was, at the end of the day, sleep has shown me the most results from my workouts than anything else. So just prioritize sleep.
I mean, I agree with you on that. But the average person or adult, you know, sleeps 7 hours now, seven,
Yeah.
6 hours, especially those that work a lot.
Yeah.
You have work, you have school, you have workouts, you gonna have less sleep time,
Yeah.
It's usually hard to manage those hours. And that's something that, I used to I used to struggle with, not sleep, but recovering, you know, working out. Like there was a point of time where I was working out from Monday to Friday, and how I have Saturday to Sunday. But then the thing about it is, when you create a routine and you break that routine, it's hard to get back.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I find with working out. You have that routine. So it was for me a time to put, when is gonna be the time that I can rest, but not rest long enough that I won't have the strength to get back into the gym.
Yeah.
You know. But recovering is always important. There's ice, like we used to do in high school. You get injured, ice. Anything
Yeah.
else, ice. Sleep, shower. And just light workouts also can also be a good way to recover your muscles after doing a hard workout. You
Yeah.
know,
That's that one too. Yeah.
yeah. So
Or
those
work
ones
different muscle groups on different days.
exactly. Yeah, and some muscle group just needs more rest than the other.
Yeah.
And also just depending on how you work out. But we've talked about a lot of things. We talked about mental health. We talked about scheduling, routines. We've talked about rest. Now let's talk about something that I think is crucial, because most of us, yes, we're talking about working out that you want to achieve your goal as working out, having a certain look, right? And achieving fitness goals is one thing, but maintaining them over the long term can be, a challenging thing. So, what are some of your strategies and just your strategies to ensure that your health and fitness routine is sustainable?
So I would, going back to another thing I said, is change up the workouts every once in a while and keep it
Mm,
fun, like enjoyable for yourself.
yeah.
Ever like I compared to even like a couple months ago, my workout is completely different.
Mm,
Like if you, for example, let's say I'm working out my chest,
yeah.
and I'm trying to build my chest. I'll work on I'll have some workouts that work on my chest, and then once my chest is to the point where it needs to be, where I don't have to focus on it as much, I still need to work it out to
Yeah.
maintain. But I don't have to focus on it as much. Then I'll change my workout to focus on a different muscle group that I want to focus on, and then eventually, in the long term, that will accumulate into you looking how you want to look.
Mm,
Now, for that goes to for people who want to lose weight as well. If you're focusing on, because losing weight is not just running and cardio, it's also building muscle. Muscle is built from fat. To
yeah.
my, from what I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. That's I try. I try to use like back to meals.
Mhm.
Not just a parenthesis, but like one thing I try to do was eat a lot of fast food, so I can use what I'm gonna get from that and transform them into muscles, because muscles come from fats. You
Yeah,
can use that also as an advantage. But go ahead, I'll cut you off.
yeah. I mean, I have something to say about that too, but I wouldn't suggest eating fast food because that's just empty calories. I mean, you still need nutrients and stuff, but I mean, some people do that. I mean, it's
Yeah,
called marketing. Some people do it, but
Popeye's
I
a
mean,
good
this
one,
has a
bro.
lot of fat. You can eat a lot of fish.
Uh
Go
huh.
ahead.
No, no, Popeyes and Chick-fil-A, the good ones. Yeah.
I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, I don't know.
No, they do
Um,
have. They do have. Got some good salads. Good
yeah.
heavy stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, that was for me. It was my techniques, But also for me to keep it, uh, to have my adaptation into working out was, how can I say, in a long term challenges. Now I kind of like have small goals that I want to
Yeah.
reach. Not necessarily that I want to look certain type of way, but just small goals that I want to see how far I can push myself
Yeah.
in what I can accomplish. Like
Mhm.
right now, I have my goal of doing. I was never around a runner in high school, so
Yeah.
but right now I'm trying to do 1.5 miles in 8 minutes. That's my
Oh,
goal.
okay.
My best time has been 10 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do it in 8 minutes now. So
Okay.
for me, that's something, and I'm just putting the work every single day. Slowly and slowly. I know it's not gonna happen in a week or something. So for me,
Yeah.
it's like it's that is a strategy that I have. To keep my routine, my fitness routine, sustainable. And better and better. You know, but
And that's a solid goal, though. That's a solid strategy to have, is to set smaller goals like that.
yeah, yeah. But if there's one last thing that you would like to tell to our listeners about fitness and health, what is it gonna be?
Maintain a balance in everything that you do. Sometimes, specifically talking from the standpoint of a student and somebody who works as well,
Mm,
um, sometimes you have to prioritize working out.
yeah,
Um, you have to prioritize um, school or work over working out, and that's
mm,
okay.
yeah,
Sometimes when it, like, for example, finals week, I had to stop working out for like a good 2 weeks because I need to focus on this. Sometimes you have to focus on what you have to worry about now, and also find what you like about working out and emphasize that. Um, Prioritize sleep, and it was another thing I wanted to say. I forgot. Hold up, I forgot. Oh no, edit this out. What was I going to say? But yeah, balance. Have a balanced diet as well.
Yeah.
Have a balanced
Oh, that's
diet.
for sure. That's important.
Yeah,
That is
there's nothing
important.
wrong with eating sweets. It's
Just
nothing
have a
wrong with
limit.
it. Right, a little
Just,
sweet's fine, but
yeah.
don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Don't eat straight vegetables. Don't cut out carbs on your diet because that's not going to do anything. Don't cut out carbs. If you want to limit your carbs or increase the complex carbs, which is something y'all have to look up by yourself. We don't have time for that. But eat complex carbs or limit your carbs.
Yeah.
Or but don't cut out carbs. Our bodies need carbs. I don't know why people say this. Our bodies need carbs. You can cut out fat. Don't cut out carbs. And one last thing, your workouts you don't have to work out every day. This is something I had to learn myself. You don't have to work out every day. 3 days a week for workouts is good. 4 days a week is good. 5 days a week is good. Even if you want to do 6 days a week, that's fine. 2 days a week is even better than no days a week. But
yeah.
and it doesn't have to be an hour long. It can be even 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If you just do a little bit every day or do a little bit consistently for a couple days every week, something's going to happen. So just maintain a certain level of consistency. Everybody's consistency doesn't look the same because we all have different goals. We all have different bodies. We all have different lifestyles.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. That concludes our talk for today. Thank y'all for joining me or us in this thought-provoking and just cultivating journey of fitness and workouts. Let's stay together. If you like this episode, share with a friend. Until next time, remember that every workout or fitness is important, including your mental health. In other way, y'all have a good day, and I'll see you on the next episode. Y'all take care. Bye.